I always prefer to believe the best of everybody. It tends to save so much trouble. I've never made a mistake in my life, at least never one that I couldn't explain away afterwards. Words are, of course, the most powerful drug used by mankind. Of all the liars in the world, sometimes the worst are our own fears. Borrow trouble for yourself if that is your nature, but do not lend it to your neighbors. A woman's guess is much more accurate than a man's certainty. If you can keep your wits about you while all others are losing theirs and blaming you, the world will be yours and everything in it. What's more, you will be a man, my son. For the sin they do 2 by 2, and they must pay for 1 by 1. How can you do anything until you have seen everything or as much as you can? The first condition of understanding a foreign country is to smell it. Go and peace go with thee, only another time do not meddle with my game. A people always ends by resembling its shadow. The silliest woman can manage a clever man, but it needs a very clever woman to manage a fool. Fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run. We pulled for you when the wind was against you and the sails were low. Will you never let us go? A man can never have too much red wine, too many books, or too much ammunition. This is indeed a brief life, but in its brevity, it offers us some splendid moments, some meaningful adventures. Now, don't be angry after you've been afraid, because that is the worst kind of cowardice. If history were taught in the form of stories, it would simply never be forgotten. For the female of the species is more deadly than the male. We are all islands shouting lies to each other across seas of misunderstanding. More men are killed by overwork than the importance of the world justifies. Everyone is more or less mad at one point. And they talks a lot of lovin', but what do they understand? I am the cat who walks by himself, and all places are alike to me. A man's mind is wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen sitting in a tower. Take everything you like seriously, except yourselves. There is no sin so great as ignorance. Do not forget this. We have 40 million reasons for failure, but not a single excuse. This is a brief life, but in its brevity, it offers us some splendid moments, some meaningful adventures. War is an ill thing, as I surely know, but it wouldn't be an ill world for weaponless dreamers if evil men were not now and then slain. My heart is so tired. Buy a pup and your money will buy love unflinching that cannot lie. Always remember an ounce of demonstration is worth a ton of theory. I am the cat who walks by himself, and all the places are alike to me. He who travels the fastest, who travels alone. I keep 6 honest serving men, they taught me all I knew. Their names are what and why and when and how and where and who. The first condition of understanding a foreign country is to indeed smell it. All the people like us are we, and everyone else is they. We be of one blood, ye and I. The world is very lovely, and it's very horrible, and it doesn't care about your life or mine or anything else. No price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. You must learn to forgive a man when he's in love. He is always a nuisance. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. He wrapped himself in quotations as a beggar would unfold himself in the purple of emperors. A people always ends by resembling its shadow. An ounce of demonstration is worth a ton of theory. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men indeed doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. This is a brief life, but in its brevity it offers us some splendid moments and some meaningful adventures. Delight in the little things. An ounce of mother is worth a pound of clergy. The world is very lovely, and it is very horrible, and it doesn't care about your life or mine or anything else. What is your favorite quote? Please let us know in the comments below.